So this is made in a way that, you know, it's all like really packaged really well to the point where you don't even want to put your hand on it because a lot of times you didn't wash your hands first and your hands carry a lot of bacteria and you don't want that going into your vagina. So you have a way to open it where you don't have that problem, okay? You don't have to open it with using, you know, putting your hand on the surface. And the pads, like, once again, if you notice, they don't look like a diaper because, you know, some pads, they kind of big. And you can wear your skinny jeans with these because they're very thin. And the reason why they're able to be so thin is because they have a great absorbency system, which is also all natural as well. Everything about the pad is natural, down to the adhesive. Even the adhesive is natural. So it's integrity that's made and put into the pads. So, and one of the biggest things is this pink strip here. Okay, this is a graphene strip. So this is infused. Now, there is no other pad on the market in North America that has a graphene strip, okay?
Why do you feel the need to point out North America?
Because you're not going to, this is where we are. So if you try to, you may go and say, well, I'm going to find another natural pad, it's okay. But you're not going to find one with the graphene strip. That's why I mentioned North America, because this is, you know, this is where we are.
I didn't know if maybe other countries were way ahead of us.
So. Well, you know, I'll be honest, in Asia, they do have pads with graphene strips from what I've heard. I don't know the names of the brands, but you can't buy it anywhere here.
Okay.
So I think the Asians might have been on it.
They're always on it.
Yeah, but exactly. And they're not dying the way we are because they really take care of themselves a little bit better than we do. So.
Cool. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you off your demonstration.
Yeah, but anyway, so the graphene strip is there, but we're going to get a little more into that because it does have a therapeutic benefit to it. But I do want to show you one of the things. A lot of women, they don't really care about all of the science stuff. They just want to stay dry.
Facts.
Because when you're wet, it's not only does it feel bad, but it's also not good for you because obviously moisture carries bacteria. So that's why a lot of times people get infections and they feel itchy when they're on their cycle. So that's the thing. We don't want to normalize that stuff because it's really not normal. It's just because of what you're wearing a lot of times. So with that being said, I'm just going to do this quick demo. Okay. And don't have the greatest pretty setting over here, but I'm going to do the best I can. This is now the medical advisory board. They say that the average woman, this is the average woman, secretes about 15 to 50 milliliters of menstrual waste. Okay, like during the day. So basically, I have 50 milliliters here. Can you verify that for me? It's 50 milliliters.
Yes, I see 50.
Okay. Yes. So I'm going to pour this evenly over the pad. And one thing to note is the leak guard. So there's leak guard protection so that you're not getting stuff all over your clothes and you don't have them oopsie accidents. And you can wear white when you have your period.
What?
It's
not possible. It is not possible.
I've been doing this a long time.
You can wear some white. Yep, you ain't got to wear black for your period.
Every day.
I'm going to let that, soak in a little bit and get down into the polymer. That's going to take care of that. And I'm just going to show y'all how absorbent this is so you can feel dry when you're wearing the pad.
So the misconception has always been the bigger and thicker the pad, the more absorbent it is. Is that not true?
No, it's not. First of all, the absorbency systems that are in like the traditional pads are really not absorbency systems. They lie. When they say 8 hours, like I ain't never worn none of their pads 8 hours. If I have, it was a mess. Okay, I look like I stabbed. I would not recommend you do anything like that with any of those.
No overnight protection.
Talking about the itching.
Yeah, right.
Man,
my bed.
Well, you got me itching.
So you don't want to do that. But with this pad, there have been women. I'm not saying that's what you want to do, but I have been able to wear them for several hours because that's just how absorbent it is.
Now I can say I'm just looking at it here. Just you haven't touched anything, or it just appears dry. Just
you can already. I'm letting it get all in. So I gotta let it, let it get down into the layers. So that's why I'm kind of waiting before I put my red napkin on it because I gotta show that it's gonna be, pretty dry on here. So, and actually, I did 50 milliliters, but we've done more than 50 milliliters, and we've still had good results. But anyway, let me go ahead and press it down. As a matter of fact, why don't you press it?
I'll press
it down for me. And you can put some muscle in it, because I have confidence in the pad.
Okay. Get in there, Tiki.
I feel like I'm needing to know.
Yeah, you're getting it, so you get. That's good.
Oh,
So you're not bad.
That's
come on now. You don't see.
That is
It's
actually pretty darn good.
That's good. I think that's pretty good.
That's really
Pretty
good.
Thank you.
Because if that's all that you kind of
That's
retaining, so to
That's
speak.
it. Right.
Not bad.
And honestly, you know, give it a few more. If I had given a little more time, you wouldn't have even gotten that. So that's awesome. Take a look at that. So that's the whole point. It's going to keep you dry. So that's really what a lot of women, or most women, want to
And
do.
and apparently it's gonna stay.
No, well, yes, Jesus. And what absorbency is that one? That's the
This
what
is polymer.
for what flow? I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, this one is moderate. So this is for the average flow. So with the days when it's not really heavy, you can use this particular size pad. So right now I'm stripping it real quick because I do want to show you. And this is the polymer. This is what the absorbency system is here. Oh, this little jelly thing. I don't want to make a huge mess in the office.
Mm-hmm.
But let me take off the graphene. Now this is the graphene strip. This is the therapeutic strip. This is basically it's carbon. It's made of graphite. So it's when they take one layer of graphite. Graphite is what pencils are made of.
Mm-hmm. And
this works from vibrational energy. So it's going to work with your body. And when you're wearing it, it's going to be activated and it kills 99.9% of bacteria. As well as it can help balance the hormones. So some women have said they don't really get as many hot flashes when they have them on. That's I had mentioned earlier about wearing these therapeutically. So some women wear the liners just so they don't get hot flashes. And infections, people have said they've had an infection, then they wore the pads, and then their infection cleared up. It's because of the graphene strip. Even with PMS. So men, if you are listening,
Interesting.
happy wife, happy life. You might want to get your wife some pads. You might have a better, around that time of month, she might not be, fussing with you as much because people's
wear it every day.
moods might be a little more.
Interesting.
It can happen. I'm not saying, not for
about
everybody.
10 packs.
Yeah, people have reported it.
Give me some pencil lead and ground it up and just.
That's not gonna work.
But I'm gonna
Okay,
show y'all
then.
real
All right.
quick something of how this. Let me get it a little bit. Just trying to get a little moisture on it and kind of activate it. Hopefully this will. Okay, so the graphene.
Wait a minute, what just happened?
This is a 7-watt LED light bulb. Okay, so this energy here. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. This is real. This is not no gimmick, no dead strip that we just talking here. This will work with your body because it's like this light bulb.
Wait,
So,
what?
Yes, the graphene of the hexagon.
Tell me, okay. I need you to Google graphene for
Yes.
me real quick.
You can Google
What?
graphene. Yeah, it's a whole science behind it. So in 2010, two scientists, they actually won the Nobel Prize for discovering graphene. And then with that being said, over the years now, scientists and doctors and all that are finding that graphene has a lot of medicinal therapeutic properties. So here in America, you're going to start to see a lot of products with graphene in it. They're actually, Bill Gates just invested a whole lot of money into graphene condoms. They have somebody who's coming out with a shirt with graphene in it. They're actually thinking of trying to use it to fight cancer, to kill cancer cells, and to clean up water because of it kills bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of water that has a lot of waste in it, they're trying to do a whole lot of good things with it.
It sounds like vibranium.
Oh, shut up. What kind of family?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something you might want to Google more to learn about. I mean, I'm not like a science major or something like that. However, I just know that, it does.
Now, how is something that does that okay to put down there?
It's natural. It's natural. It's not going to hurt you.
Boy, I light you up.
Graphite is from the earth.
Literally.
Literally,
Don't let that scare you.
I'm gonna light you
up. And don't worry, your hoo-ha won't light up when you put it on,
Oh, okay.
On that note, I'm stopping our recording. I'm gonna put a video of this on our
IGTV?
yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So how did you get involved with this?
Okay, so I heard about the campaign, and I was just like floored by it because I just had never known that. And so I was just, like I said, I had heard about, what you eat. You always hear stuff like that. You always hear about what you put in your body. But I never heard about anything of pads. I was just like, what? And I was just so shocked and amazed by it that it made me want to be a part of the campaign from hearing about it from a friend who actually had learned about it from someone else. And so then I got a cancer diagnosis. So it became more real to me. It was kind of like, okay, I got to really, change the way I do things. So that's when it became like really, it hit me a lot. And then with my daughter, when she started her cycle, I was like, you know what, I can give her an opportunity to do something I didn't have the opportunity to do. which to protect, that precious part of her body. Because I know I suffered a lot with my cycle growing up. I always had cramps. I used to get nauseous. I used to have to miss school. I was like in the bed all the time. I would get infections. I just had like a host of problems. And then a lot of times, young people, they're embarrassed. They go to school. Some girls have odor really bad. And I remember when I was in school, there was this one girl they used to call her Fish.
Of course.
Because she had a strong menstrual odor. And a lot of times, it's the chemical reactions in the pads mixed it with your body. It's causing that disgusting smell. So the fact that our pads eliminate that, it can alleviate a lot of embarrassment that these young girls have when they go to school. They can feel more confident because they don't feel wetness, they're not leaking, and then they don't have that icky odor.
Right.
So anyway, all of that made me want to be a part of it, knowing that, hey, that's something, knowledge I always try to help people, especially, I don't want people to go through what I went through with cancer. It's ugly. Especially if you have children, like I have my daughter, I want to be here to raise her, and I'm trying to make, just in general, lifestyle changes, but you can't, we do the best we can. We can't control everything, but I feel like if you know something that really can improve your health and life, do it. So it's like, I'm not going to just say, okay, I'm going to eat better, but then I'm still wearing toxic pads. It doesn't really, and I just felt like, why not be a part of the campaign and just talk about it?
Okay. And where can people buy these pads? Are there any retail stores, or is it all online?
No, this is something that's online. I mean, you may, we are getting into some of the health food stores and things like that. But right now, you can go to my website.
Okay.
What's your website?
www.inspirationstothrive.com. And you can purchase it there.
Okay, so you showed us the one for your average flow. Is there one for a heavier flow or a lighter flow?
Yes, this is the heavier flow one. Okay, so this is just longer. So every pad is not really going to be, excuse me.
I mean, you don't have
to.
You don't have to open
Oh, okay.
it. Is that your site? No.
It's just longer, so that's it. The length is going to change.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Because sometimes with us big girls, we
Yes.
like a longer, we like a pad that's gonna cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the black one, which I don't know if I took that out, but the black pack. Did I give that one to you before?
The black pack?
Did I? Did we
I
see
think
a black
I
pack?
did over there. The
Did
black pack? No. Well, anyway, our black pack is on super overnight. So, here it is. Sorry, I thought I handed it to you. This one is for when you people who flow really heavy.
Okay.
Like I have a friend. She has fibroids, and she actually loves it. Like when I say she, oh my goodness, like the regular pass, she was flowing all over the place. She would not go places anywhere when she have a period. That's how bad her flow is because of her fibroids. And since she's been using this one, the overnight pads, she's been saying she's not had a problem like that.
Cool.
And it's thin. That's how good the absorbency is. Yeah.
So we're going to get a picture and info and make sure we put all that stuff out there.
Yes.
So you're here with us tonight talking about the campaign. Like, where else can people find you talking about your campaign? Where you going?
Yeah, you can find me as far as like physically things that I'm doing in the community. The next thing that I'm doing is actually not here in Georgia. I'm going to be in Maryland the last Saturday of the month, October 26th. I'm going to be at a breast cancer awareness event. After that, I believe I might be at the Gwinnett Health Fair in November.
Okay.
So I'm working on doing something there, and that's going to be in Snellville. Okay. I don't have that like solidified, so I can't, say for 100% sure, but I'm working on being there. And then I'll be at a bridal event in January. And hopefully, my goal is to get out as much as possible. So I'm working on trying to get, some more awareness events going.
So if someone wants to get in touch with you so that you can bring your message to them, how do they get in touch with you? How do they find you?
Okay, they can email me at iaminspired2017@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram, Protect Your Jewel. That's my handle. So you can, follow me and just give me a DM, message me, let me know. I'm willing to do this awareness campaign at different places, so if you need me to do it, then I'd be more than happy to do that.
Do schools still teach that have like the sex education where they go through this process? Will they discuss this?
Honestly, they do have health education they talk about.
Okay.
But they don't talk about,
Yeah, I said this would be a good, something like a...
Yeah.
I won't call it an assembly. You don't want to do this.
The schools are funny, though, about what... They don't really let you come in and talk about stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Because of different,
Yeah.
Legal stuff. So you really can't go into the school. You kind of have to find a way to go around that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult.
like you said, it's